First time I ever really got into music was in grade 7. I had a friend, David Benamu. He gave me an Eminem album, just don't hold that against me. And so I started listening to it religiously, and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. Maybe I should do something like this. So, you know, I would write my little innocent, stupid raps that like didn't really make sense because I was like 12 at the time. I actually had a neighbor who was in a successful rap group called the Northern Lights. His name was Saji, and so like I would show him my demo raps, and then he would, you know, kind of kick me in the back of the head and be like, no, you're 12 and white and Jewish, you don't own a gun, stop talking about that. And like that's the thing with a lot of hip hop nowadays is like there's a lot of people who don't talk about who they really are. It's just more like what they own. But so that's what I'm trying to steer clear of. I think that like if you're gonna be an artist, you might as well tell the truth. You know, you're like putting your heart into something, so what's the point in like talking bullshit, you know, like fucking hypocrite. I've been doing music for 8-9 years. I also decided to learn jazz piano so that I could further move along my production skills and composition skills, because you know, you can't sample records forever without getting sued. I just released a new album called Nostalgic Tomorrows, and if you're gonna release an album, make sure that you like tie every loose end. Another thing about releasing an album is, you know, it sounds corny to say this, but the whole motto, if you want something done, do it yourself, is actually pretty true. Because I did have like a lot of jobs that I tried to, you know, branch out and outsource to other people, and in the end, it was pretty much disappointment or unreliable people. So in the end, I just ended up doing everything myself, and it actually looks pretty good. I guess if I had to give advice to other artists, I'd say don't be an artist, because it's a dying thing. There's not really much money to be made in music nowadays unless you're like a sellout. And even at that point, you know, you're not gonna get that much money. Everyone's just kind of like, oh, music is free now, you know? Like, people are starting to just get comfortable with that mentality, you know? Like, it's not even like associating music with, oh, I have to buy this album. It's just like, yeah, I'll download his entire discography, you know, his entire life's work, a couple of kilobytes. Megabytes. Yeah, no, it's, I don't know, it's a little frustrating, but then again, if you're gonna do it for the love. You know, don't do it for the money, because then you're just an asshole.
I keep moving in silence, cruising lines across a beautiful island, unsuitable climate. A musical pilot, take beats off the ground like balloons till I hire them. Helium, I mean, I'ma do what I'm trying till I'm too tired and I'm moved to asylums. Mine is 25, and I'm moving a nice goal, brewing a tight hole, boot in the white snow, sleep on the truest and lightest. From our latitude, attitude is rude to its finest. Music